phone, Ricky? What do you mean? It's shitty work. Everybody does that, alright? Carpenters, electricians, dishwashers, floor cleaners, lawyers, doctors, fucking politicians, CBC employees, principals, people that paint the lawns in the fucking roads. Get stoned, it'll be fun, get to work.
Press and enter and done. All the social media set up and software testing is complete. Electronic payment system's ready. It's all working, Julian. Where it go, buddy?
Fucking way, Buzz. You know what? You are the fucking man, buddy.
Oh, I know I'm the fucking man. I mean, I honestly don't think there's a snowball's chance of fucking hell this business is gonna work, but did my best. Here we go.
What's up, homies?
I will get drunk.
We're live
you
now.
Leave the server tonight.
We're trying to get it working. We got too many people in the call, and I don't know what I'm doing. This is Gather Scatter Live. We got Flame here. I am Yakov. What's up, Flame?
Greetings.
We got
Greetings.
our homeboy Bryden over here, the guest for the
Hello.
evening, and our friend Southern Pollock.
What's up?
Yeah. So I guess we're chilling in here since I can't get anything to work on Discord. So, I don't know. Just get ready to be part of the AI system. Everything you say here will be added to all of the AI. All of your takes.
Yeah.
It's going to steal your takes.
All
The
our
AI
voices.
ChatGPT will now steal your takes.
Once you utter it into the internet, it becomes true, and the AI grabs it.
I mean, you know what they say about looking into the abyss.
You become
Well,
the AI.
No.
Yeah, you stick your dick in it.
Back.
We're here to talk about spirituality, God, UFOs, drugs, the whole fucking 9 yards.
You
Welcome to
know
the
what's
party,
fucked
boys.
about you're talking about the whole AI thing. I'd have to find it. This guy Niles made it for my podcast. Here's a plug. Here to help. It's here to help on YouTube. It's here to help podcast.
We love to see it.
But no, he put all of our episodes into some AI bullshit and made fake rap of me and my co-host Abby saying some just pretty ridiculous things that we would never say, and made into it. So like it's that easy. Like you really don't need that many. We only just hit a year. He did this like 3 months ago.
Why is
You really,
oh my God.
you don't need that
What a fucking
much
headache.
to
Can't
put
see
into
us,
it.
I know. Yeah,
You
we're
don't need that much.
okay. Fuck me. It's enough technical issues for one goddamn evening. My
Yeah,
bad.
keep
I'm
doing it.
cutting you off. We got this. We've only just begun. I'm not gonna let the ship sink yet.
I've noticed.
Start bailing out the water.
You know, I'm gonna do a fucking shot for good luck. If you got a shot, do it with me right now.
Hang on, I'll
That's
just fucking...
downstairs.
Or rip a fat bong rip.
Can you give me 30, 40, 2 minutes?
2 minutes to get your liquor?
It's all the way downstairs.
Okay. So, what the fuck has been happening lately, boys? Want to just kick it off with the fucking UFO talk? I was really enjoying that. Maybe that's just the way to go.
Yeah.
Did something new
Yak got
happen
me
in the
3/4
UFO?
convinced that the UFOs are all government.
The thing is,
All
there
government.
is, yes, there is
All of
all of it. Everything there is any evidence for, every video, absolutely. Now,
But
the thing is, there is a government press conference coming up with Gillibrand at the head of it. This is essentially disclosure. Now, it's never going to be like, oh, the aliens are real, folks. It'll never be like that. They're going to come out and be like, of course it's real, stupid. We all knew
they're
it was
gonna
real
act like
stupid, and
it's
just
but-
pretend it's the next thing. It's just a thing.
But Yakov, I have a question. Where does the origin of the UFOs come from? Like, how are we figuring out this technology?
Occam's razor says that it's the government.
Okay, but look.
So the government's developing it. You
Yeah.
expect me to believe Obama's doing this?
Yeah. Hell yeah, Obama's doing
No,
it.
Obama drone.
That's why he was so interested in that kid who built the clock. Nice clock, Ahmed. He was going to use that technology in the UFOs.
Black people had to come from somewhere, all right? But no, I do think that the aliens are real, and I do think that they are just kind of slow rolling them out to us like they did the JFK assassination. They're going
They're
to just say,
They're gonna come in and hit hard, and then act like nothing happened.
well, basically, yeah. So when we find out, first contact did happen back when, was it,
Eisenhower, that's what they usually
Eisenhower,
say.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
Valiant Thor. Valiant Thor.
Right.
The Powerbomb.
Well, which, why not? I mean, why not? It probably happened before then, but I mean, really, when Roswell happened, they had known for 30 years. Or
There's
whatever.
about there's like 10 different accounts of that same occurrence happening, all slightly different twists and everything. You realize that like in these accounts, you hear shit like the aliens showed like video footage of Jesus being crucified and stuff like that to the president. Like that's what's
I
in
heard
these
that one.
stories.
Yeah, that was fucking weird. Yeah, that one was weird. That was like
Well,
Valiant
like
Thor.
the Catholic fucking, you can look at anything machine or whatever. Yeah.
They got the chronovisor,
Yeah.
Yeah, the
chronovision or
chronovisor,
something.
yeah.
I mean, why the fuck not? I do think that they have had, because, and here's my only source on this, Alex Jones. Which, I'm sorry, Alex Jones is like he's the winner on this. Like that's a go-to. Wikipedia is not a source. Alex Jones is. Alex Jones has said that they've been looking at interdimensional types of intergalactic fucking demons, as they call them now, but beings. Are you going to sit here, Yak, are you going to sit here and tell me that there has not been a special ops fucking thing where they just take 20-year-old Marines, they put them in a room, fill them up with DMT, and say, tell me what you saw? And they're not talking to interdimensional fucking whatever the hell they are.
Ooh, interesting.
Interesting.
These two things are not necessarily related. We will see them becoming related. And I think Tucker Carlson. First of all, Tucker Carlson's going to be saying that like on Fox News real soon. Just you watch. That's going to be the mainstream take. It's already the take on. It's already the History Channel at 4chan tier take. And when they start agreeing, you know you're being psyoped.
But the thing is like we heard these takes back in like was it 2014?
No, you heard them in 2014.
2000.
I was reading this shit in the late 90s. They've always been saying this, and if you read Bill Cooper's book, he said all of these crafts we're seeing now. He said he saw them when he was stationed in fucking Hawaii during fucking Vietnam. These things were flying directly into the ocean.
Well, you got all the World War II fucking like the
Yeah.
anti-gravity machine. The what was it called? The
The
D-Glock.
Glockenbow.
Yeah.
What we're dealing with is basically that. It's what they got from the Germans in World War II. It's anti-gravity
where did
technology.
the Germans
There are
get that?
patents on this
Where did
shit.
the Germans
But
get it?
why?
Yeah, where
It's such a silly question. Where did we get the internet from? I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, I remember
Oh, it was Al Gore.
like the
Okay,
thing
like,
of
yeah.
Dude, the Department of Defense does all sorts of weird. It turns out Lockheed Martin really likes to fuck around and find out, dude. I don't know. I don't know why they do the things they do, but they do weird shit. They do weird shit, dude. I don't believe that this thing, that there's a let's go to the fucking footage. Let's go into this shit right now. Now, it turns out when you go on fucking Twitter and you search the fucking UFO tag, there is so much banging footage suddenly of shit that's obviously real. Clearly real crafts. When you look at them, that's a fucking UFO. There's the hole in the center where they fucking beam your ass up, Scotty. It's right there.
I've seen one.
But
I've
the
seen one,
problem
literally.
is, they have the patents for this shit on the public record. If you were back engineering alien crafts, why would you put the patent on public record where you explain exactly how it works?
Dude, capitalism, man. They don't want General Electric taking the fucking shit.
They have it! They're the ones with it! They invented it!
No, you said Lockheed Martin.
It
Lockheed
doesn't
Martin
matter! They're all
General
defense.
Electric.
They're all fucking defense subcontractors. All of them. They're all working. They're basically part of the Department of
They're the
Defense.
competitors.
You know, my thing
They're
is,
literally no. This is how fucking communism works, dude.
communism.
This is how it fucking works.
I mean, the thing is, like it's not communism. Here's the thing. I wish it was communism.
It's none of these
That is
things.
gay. It's literally fascist.
I
It's
see. I
never
disagree with
fascist.
that. I think what we're looking at is so new and different. To call it fascism, I
Fascism is
think is
more
backwards.
efficient.
I think
Fascism
what we're
is
doing
more
is the
efficient.
ones
This is capitalism we're dealing with. They're
no,
the
no.
competitors. That's why they're.
No, it turns out when the fucking state merges with the corporations, it don't matter what the fuck you call it. It sucks dick.
Yeah. That's true. That's
You can call it whatever you want. This is a new leech on all of our asses. You can't define this shit yet. Not till we tear it the fuck down can we start putting labels on it. Really start to understand that bitch.
I agree.
Social
Okay.
dynamics.
All right, let's go to some video evidence here. I'm gonna pull it up for you boys in 1 second because let's get right into this. These are the videos that are occurring now. Make sure the
Are
boys
we
can
looking at
see it.
Tic Tacs? Because like I'm
No,
really interested in
no.
Tic Tacs.
Tic Tacs are the most boring fucking thing. Bill Cooper predicted Tic Tacs. Turns out they were fake all along. Let's watch this video.
What the hell were
Let me
Tic
watch
Tacs?
that.
The crafts that fly directly into the
Holy
ocean.
shit.
No, I'm saying like, what were they then? Like,
Holy
They're anti.
shit, that's like the same
I'm
shape
gonna
as
explain. I'm
Bro.
getting there. I'm getting
How do I
there.
make
Okay,
it?
okay.
How do I make it go? Oh, there we go. Oh shit, that's not real.
This
That's
is real.
CGI.
Now keep watching it.
That's CGI, bro.
This isn't
I'll be
CGI. It's
surprised.
absolutely not CGI.
No, that's horrifying. That's CGI.
It's not CGI, homie. That is one of the crafts, and I'm about to substantiate my claims.
That's horrifying.
Now, all you have to do,
It looks like the end of an electronic toothbrush.
dude,
does.
look it up. TR-3B. If you don't buy it, look it up. TR-3B. You can look for the fucking patent, which
looks
I
like
actually think I forgot to pull up. But
It looks like something you'd plug a vape pen in to charge.
this fucking thing, that is clearly a fucking UFO. Like when you look at that thing, it screams UFO.
Holy
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
trapezoidal. The one I saw was trapezoidal.
That fucking thing, there's a patent on it. It's
That's
called the
very common.
TR-3B. TR-3B. It is a
Okay.
fucking government craft that runs on mercury inside it, generating a field around it that cancels out gravity. It doesn't have propulsion in any traditional sense.
Okay, but wait. Here,
moves
yeah,
forward.
I heard
Hold on,
that
let me-
back in the day too.
let me. You know, you're big on, aliens aren't real or whatever. What the fuck does that mean?
It means they have number one, they have anti-gravity
explain
devices.
it. No. Explain it. If it's not aliens,
How it works?
Explain it in 2 sentences.
But you're the
Because
one
if
who
you
has
can't
to
explain-
substantiate aliens. When it's clear the government takes total credit for it, they're honest about it.
If you can't explain something in 2 sentences, I think that you don't know
Well,
anything
I can
about
pull
it.
up the patent and I can tell you exactly what
No,
the patent
I-
says.
I
That's-
just
that's not
looked
two
it up. I just looked it up. Like this is legit. Like I'm looking at.
So the government has anti-gravity.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, like, oh my gosh, and
So
nobody's
then
talking
why-
about this.
Why are we not using this to make you have a better boner?
Like what?
Can you
How are we
imagine-
using this so like I can like travel to Europe cheaper?
Well, no,
all
I'm
right,
just thinking
let me.
like imagine how big my boner would be if it didn't have to
Didn't have gravity?
Mercury field.
No.
The mercury.
I'm taking this from like this is not actually a government website, but it's a military website.
Military.com.
Military.com.
Yeah, it's a
I'm
good
reading
article.
this. All right. It says it doesn't.
The military.
It says it doesn't exist officially. It uses highly pressured mercury accelerated by nuclear energy to produce plasma that creates a field of anti-gravity around the ship. Dude,
Nuclear.
I remember reading up on this shit back in the day. Now, the takes that I'm familiar with is that these spaceships and this technology is being passed down from extraterrestrials.
They want you to
Yeah,
think that. They sure desperately want you to think
But-
that.
Okay, but
Why
yeah, where
would
did
we
they get-
have nuclear technology? That's the thing. All this started from Roswell, and we started making microchips from sand. All right, it's insane. None of the internet never should have happened. This is alien technology, dude, because it actually is.
Well, the
Now,
thing
I-
is,
It's
like-
it's such a leap with
Uh,
zero indication of it whatsoever.
No,
And it's
but
so
like the-
perfect. It's so perfect for all these fucking people doing this shit. People will look at
No,
this shit,
but-
they'll be like, "That's aliens," and they won't realize that the pedophiles have cloaking devices on their anti-gravity crafts. Really,
Oh my
that's the
God,
fucking problem.
That's why the aliens that's why they probe
Alien-
everyone they abduct, right?
Yeah.
well,
Well, they stopped doing that. No.
Where's
That's
the
what's so
fucking
fucked
vape?
up. The Greys
Freaking me out.
The Grey. No, that's what's so fucked up. The Greys stopped probing people like in the fucking 70s. They got everything they needed from that. The Greys are actually really bad aliens. And then
Yeah, the good
I've
ones
heard
are
of that.
supposed to be like the fucking the ones that look like Italians.
This is all
Yeah,
such
yeah.
a fucking psyop. Go chase your tail for a while, boys.
But check this psyop out, because like this was like the take from the circles I came from is that there aren't aliens at all. They are the interdimensional things that you were talking about. That they are the
Kind of
fucking yeah, they're interdimensional, and by our definition that we know now, our understanding now, they are demonic in nature.
Thanks, History Channel.
And fucking not only that is that these things.
What
like
difference
the
does this
Greys,
make? What difference does
the
this make for
Greys-
us? What difference?
The Greys.
I can't think of a single difference. It's almost like it's just another fucking rabbit hole to go
Alright.
down so you never blame the pedophiles. Because
Hey.
they're going to be saying this on Fox News. I'm calling it right now. Tucker
What?
Carlson is already implying it. He's already implying they didn't come from space. He's already
Tonight-
implying it.
What did he say?
He said that they
did he say?
only come from in the ocean. They only come from in the ocean. That there's no evidence that
Pull
they've
it up,
ever come from
Jamie.
above us.
Well, tonight Tucker Carlson for the second time ate bugs, and I came downstairs to my fiance and I yelled at her and I said, "Tucker Carlson is off."
I'll be right back. I gotta find my vape.
We
This is
are
a serious
done
issue.
with Tucker
Is he
Carlson.
living in the pod too?
Well, no, no, Tucker Carlson's dead to me, dude. I in 20.
Dude, he's just a
Fine,
normie.
He is a
He's-
normie. He's like a
he's
little
ass.
more edgy, like normie. Yeah.
He's a normie that wish he was
Well,
in
he
this
he
Discord.
wears on his right wrist a red Kabbalah bracelet, and if you don't believe me, just watch more Tucker and you'll see it.
I think,
Tell
I think
me.
everyone involved in like the media probably has done something not good.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
tell us about the right Kabbalah bracelet.
right.
what's that
So
about?
on his,
I heard
he
about.
wears a red Kabbalah bracelet, which is, it could mean nothing, but it may not. It's part of just kind of this weird religion. It's a Judaic
Jewish.
religion.
Yeah.
Religion where they believe that protects them from bad doings and all of that
It
shit.
almost sounds slightly Masonic or something like that.
Yes.
So it's like a protection bracelet.
right. Which
No.
I
I
mean,
know
like,
Masonic.
well, like the thing is, like, I mean, I wear yogi beads all the fucking time because they match my outfit or whatever. But like, it's not a Kabbalah bracelet.
No success, boys. Still don't have a vape. Where are we in this alien discussion?
Where's your weed?
Oh, you're talking
that
about
Kabbalah
Tucker
bracelet.
Carlson's red bracelet.
Yeah, we're talking about Kabbalah now. We're
All right, so we've decided that
Like
it's
the
all
aliens?
Kabbalistic bullshit.
Well,
was it the
I-
aliens are fighting against the Kabbalists?
I
The aliens and the
Stupid. The aliens are the good guys now? What the fuck?
I do think
Only
that I do think that there are aliens, and I do think the government has known about them forever, and I do think that they probably aren't really cool. That's my opinion.
Or aren't really cool.
You believe in the Palladian things, like the Palladians?
Yeah, what's your
or
take
the,
on
the
I don't know what that
Messiah aliens?
It's
What
just
are
more
the
bullshit. The
farmers
Pleiadians are one of the aliens that they're like one of the good aliens that's like super against fucking nuclear power or whatever the fuck, and they're
Right.
New
they're
World
common in
Order.
like channeled works.
So basically,
So you're telling
on the
me
dark
you
side of
wouldn't
the,
want a Palladian GF?
Fuck no.
on the dark side of the moon, there are the Greys that are building a force to try to destroy our Earth. Like that's through, you know, what the what do you call that? What do they do? Like when they do when they like super channel or whatever the fuck that is. The guy that saw that. So like the Greys, they you know, they're like telekinetic. Who was the guy that
Greer?
saw? Who was that? Was that the guy?
Greer's
that
the one who
saw-
does like telepathic fucking channeling of aliens these days.
Right. Yeah. So like multiple people have seen that, and I do think that on the dark side of the moon, maybe. I don't think so for sure. It's not my number one belief, but on the dark side of the moon, they are building something to attack Earth. Why not?
Why not? Why not? It cannot be your rationale for every single fucking thing.
But the thing is like, how come we haven't gone up there anymore?
I think
like,
some-
especially,
Yeah, how come we haven't
is
gone
it?
to-
Never been there. We've never been to the moon.
I think we were. I think we were.
When?
I don't think
it
we
was.
were.
I
I
think
have
it
a
was a
reason.
black project. I think
Dude, we
the
can't-
landing was
we-
actually used to cover it up. I do think we were.
We've
there.
Dude,
never
we-
been to
we
the moon.
Dude, we can't be pulling out these T3B bullshits and say we haven't been to the moon. Like,
Okay, we haven't
Why?
been
Well,
to the
I
moon.
think the T3B shit is like more modern than the moon landing shit. I
Okay,
think a lot of this
seriously-
shit came in the 70s and 80s.
I mean, if that's the case, then they could have been
Look-
up there like 10 times while
Look.
we were having this Discord.
Brother, saying we haven't been in the moon is saying like they never made The Shining. All right, it was Stanley Kubrick faked the moon landing. We know that he did. He did that. He did it. We probably maybe been there once since then, but like, this is trash. Like,
God.
space is fake. It's not real.
This is like the worst take. This is like the
Well-
worst of the worst X take.
Prove to me
4chan
that space is
bullshit.
real.
You
Yeah,
can't just
dude.
say prove the stupid bullshit I just pulled out of my ass.
How-
Nobody
how's
can
it-
prove it. It's unprovable.
So, like, is the world flat in your
No,
world?
I don't
dude,
know.
or is it-
I don't know.
or
I
is
don't
it-
think so. I think that it's probably we got space stations and stuff, but I don't think we originally went to the moon. And like, I'm
Yeah,
also
I've
kind of
flown to Europe.
goofing off. I'm also kind of goofing off. One of my major ones that I really do believe in is that dinosaurs were not real, but giants were.
But what about
That's weak, too.
or, like they were dinosaurs? I mean,
I know,
not
but
dinosaurs.
they were just big
They're
chickens.
dragons.
No,
Like,
Yeah, dragons.
no,
Dragons were big chickens.
no.
yeah, exactly. They were just big ass alligators.
Big chickens.
Yeah,
I like my chicken version because can you imagine like an alpha like predator chicken? Like if it was
that
like,
would be.
built for
And then
kill.
you get them, and then you're like, this is a wing.
The goal
I-
of all of this alien bullshit is to make you think someone else is at fault here, other than the government. And it doesn't
Yeah.
matter if it's aliens, if it's demons, if it's giants. It doesn't fucking matter. As long as you're
Therefore-
pointing the finger at somebody else,
But
not at the
government
pedophiles.
they
Are you
exist
good?
always.
Are you good? Okay, then like now your job as the lead podcast guy is to go into and explain Operation Bluebeam.
Bluebeam?
Yeah,
Bluebeam. Yeah.
Bluebeam is like a hypothetical thing that hasn't occurred.
right. But so is aliens.
Yeah, they're all fucking bullshit. I agree.
So
You'd have a
that's the
better,
whole
you'd
point.
have a better time being like explain fucking Majestic 12, explaining that.
Okay, I don't know what that is. Explain
It's a mind
it. Is
control
it-
op. It's a fucking mind control op. What up,
So
senor?
it's like
Is
MK
it-
Ultra.
All the people
then,
can see you like that.
But isn't
All the
Bluebeam?
people.
But
Oh,
isn't
they
Bluebeam?
could put a shirt on.
Yeah, dude. You got the others hanging out.
Oh,
He's
we're gonna
butt
have
ass
some-
naked on stream.
yeah,
He's in the laundry room. He's like, "Oh man, I gotta wash my clothes real quick." He strips naked, and he waits by the fucking machine until it's done the whole time.
Christ.
He just wanted to
Oh, he's
hang
like,
out
the
with
guys
his-
are on Discord. Let me just.
He just wanted to hang out with his friends. And you're like, yeah, actually, it's podcast time.
Yeah,
but he's
dude. That's-
purple.
I'm trying to change your role right now so I can so we can go in the other room and not have motherfuckers dropping in on us constantly. But I don't know how to. I'm too
Well,
stupid.
no, this is okay. Look, Bluebeam.
Gold.
Blue beam,
You have
yeah.
you get the whole fucking thing. Like, okay, so I like whatever.
And you realize
Rag on me all you
Bluebeam is
want.
supposed to be a fake
I-
alien invasion, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like, listen, rag on me all you want. I'm
Because they are
not
everyone's
a
already
religious
here,
person.
bro.
They could use this to have the demon come out of the sky and have the quote unquote second coming of Christ and use that against people.
Yeah. That's what the AI bullshit is. You're gonna see aliens, and it's all gonna be AI deepfakes. Yeah.
What about when you had like the Google fucking CEO of Canada going on about how they were gonna use quantum computing to take beings or entities from somewhere out of existence and use them to put them in computers so they could use them as artificial intelligence.
That sounds like
That was
somebody
a-
just waxing philosophic. In all honesty.
No,
It was like the CEO of like Google in Canada, like whatever. That's who it was.
That sounds
I
like a
remember-
bunch of extra words saying like, "I just want to summon a being from another reality into my computer." Like,
Well, this is that's. a
I think the
problem
AI
with-
stuff is divination.
I mean that's the thing. Like, we run around like talking in these new modern scientific terms, and when we could easily equate them to like the old religious terminology for like these fucking demonic practices that we're doing, or not. I wouldn't even say scratch that demonic practices, magical practices that we're doing, because not all of it is demonic.
The internet has
Probably
been
not.
magical. All of AI is demonic, like objectively.
It has
don't-
potential
I
for
don't know
so
about
many
that.
positives.
It
I don't
does.
really
I mean,
But we
like,
ignore
Dude,
them.
I wished
dude,
I had it in high
the
school.
only
'cause I
way.
was, like, done homework with it.
The only way the AI could be demonic is if the creator had that in mind.
Well,
Now,
I mean,
if
you
they're-
met all of the,
If the
Jewish
creator-
people in charge
If the
of
creator
everything.
is objectively demonic, then their creation will be objectively demonic.
Here's the thing. AI only brings to light the things that are like right under the subconscious of all of us. That's what it does. It finds the connections that we took for granted, felt were so obvious that we never even bothered to put together, and it slaps them together right the fuck before you. That is, to me, also the source of all demons. I think the demons, whatever they are, they come from within us. We basically conjure them. I think you could be seeing a demon in the same room as someone else and they wouldn't see it because it's within you. They are subconscious parts of you. Does that make them fake? Absolutely not. You are absolutely conjuring something in your reality that could very well fucking destroy you.
There's no such thing as demon.
Nah, there's a lot of demons, brother.
There's a lot of demons. Yeah,
Oh.
there's a lot of fucking evil out there.
I find so many people that, and I'm sorry, I'm in the corner here. I don't believe in conjurations, demons, or anything.
You don't think you can
mystical.
believe in something so strongly that it basically becomes an actual part of your reality?
I believe
Didn't they
you
prove
can
that's real
believe-
with like tulpas and shit?
Yeah, tulpas are real. It's like it's a
It's
yogic
not.
practice.
It's not. It's a delusion. I believe in delusion really strongly. Yeah, and people can.
The
I've
whole of
watched-
reality
dude,
is a delusion.
Pink Floyd's, bro,
The-
Pink Floyd's The Wall is about that.
Well, I
Wow.
mean,
Yeah.
the thing about
That's a good
delusions,
album.
the thing about delusions is
album.
that they could be so powerful that they could cause mass psychosis.
Yeah,
Like, we
we're
make
saying that.
We
We're-
make
well,
that
I'm
up.
Sorry, I don't,
It doesn't
Yeah.
mean
Hold
it's not real.
Hold on. I want him to talk. But,
Go on.
like, I don't mean to cut you off too much, but like, yes, we're seeing that right now with this whole like tranny bullshit. I'm sorry, if I was supposed to use that word.
No, I mean,
Right.
I go easy on the political crap, but it is all very
Well, I mean,
self-evident.
It's not political.
Yeah,
A man
it's
is a
all-
man and a woman is a woman. It's
I hear
not
ya.
political.
Now it's political.
you.
It's fine. Yeah, it's
A
political
man is
now.
a man, a woman is a woman. It's just there's nothing more.
I
All
heard
these
But
trans
you're not
people
allowed.
are in
Dog.
fact demons.
the very currency is like the best way you can see this, where like we have conjured value into something that is inherently completely
Worthless.
fucking valueless.
It's because the
Yeah, it's
government
fiat.
told us.
It's not
Like
even
we have
representative.
these people like telling us, and then like everybody else believes it, so like you have to believe it too.
This
Like,
works on
it's-
every level.
it-
The
it-
entire construct of society is this. I think all of reality is a delusion of separateness.
Yeah.
Now I think you can shatter your own psyche into different pieces, like which you could sit there and have a conversation with yourself, another part of yourself, and not even realize it's happening. It's very real to you. I don't really see a difference between any of this shit.
Okay, but I mean, there's a big difference between having a big thought when you're taking a poop, and like there's a difference between a man and a woman. Like
I don't.
there's-
I think the entirety of our reality is a delusion of separateness.
Sure.
Specifically,
because we are
the trans
separate
thing, that is people trying to bring together. It's like it's a fucking. I think it's a subconscious thing where people really want to bring the two halves of the whole together, but they do it in the most physical, fucking materialistic, fucking bullshit way possible.
No, they do that in that way because they believe that they are somehow beyond their own creation. And again, I'm not religious, but it has to do with self-esteem.
I think the very delusion of separateness is the problem with self-esteem.
pretty fair.
I could see that.
So, what
But like, where did this like begin though? Like, did this begin like
it
when we had to
begins-
struggle with survival? like-
it begins in the fact that you are born and you are nothing but a worm that could be.
I
taken
disagree
up.
with this. I think it begins with the fact that consciousness begat material reality. I think quantum
I don't
physics
even
illustrates that very clearly.
I do think you exist possibly somewhere else before.
How do you describe consciousness creating material? I can't. It's quantum physics. It's quantum physics.
What?
Oh yeah,
well,
but
okay.
I'm
fine,
talking
if-
about like where did the separation begin? In
That's where it
mankind?
began. When the
well,
one became two. When the one become two, what will you do?
Okay, well,
That's what
let me
Jesus
tell you-
asked.
But
No,
like,
no,
One becomes
no,
two,
no,
you
no.
gotta take a dookie.
Let me grab this one. Let me
Sometimes
tell
you
you
gotta take a number two.
well, I guess when the creation of man happened.
I cannot remember the name of the guy. And it's upsetting me. When the first guy decided to leave the campfire and go to hunt, that's when
You got out of the cave.
It got real.
it
Yeah.
was.
I think
something like
I
that.
think I
Right.
think survival did play a role in that because
Yeah,
like our
it was-
necessity for survival made us have the us versus them mentality.
See, I
like
think
us
I don't think that. I think it was
nature.
way before
And
that.
listen-
I think consciousness
well, listen.
itself split and created the material universe.
But
But
I'm
they've
talking
already
about
said
the
yeah.
normal man, Yakov. I'm talking about like, did you know this inherent knowledge when you first sprung from your mother? Probably deep within your subconscious, but your conscious mind had no idea about that.
So it was. I would suggest that everybody. I just found what I was looking for. Peter Vessel Yatsva, and the work that he made was called The Last Messiah, and it's about the first guy that decided to go away from the safety of the campfire and go and hunt. And then he came back with something, and that is when he was truly God, and he, gave
It's
two
Promethean.
people everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like everything. Now, I mean, I hate to be this bringer of bad news, but everything is about self-esteem and the fear of death. And like what I subscribe to is. It's friggin'.
I think everything is about dissolving that.
Yeah, it's exactly, which is terror management theory. So you got, friggin' Zappa. He's what you got. But that's where that came from. Eventually, one person left the campfire, and they went and they killed somebody big. And they were like, hell, let me bring this back to you. And I brought all this to you. And then eventually, people started making art, and they said, this is what defines me. People started making kingdoms, and they said, this is what defines me. And they said, I subscribe to this kingdom, and this is what defines me. So, like, everything is about self-esteem. It's about who you are.
Also,
who you are.
individualism.
Yeah, individualism came later with, like, Locke and shit like that, but then...
I think the
nobody
story of
really-
humanity is people defining themselves with these things, then watching them crumble before their eyes and realizing that that was nothing to define themselves with.
Yeah, because you
That's
had
the lesson
like,
we're
you
meant
had-
to learn.
I mean, how many empires have collapsed? You know.
I mean, the story of this.
But this is all about self-esteem. I mean, we subscribe to, like, I'm an American, and I'm America. Are you guys
Yeah.
going to tell me that on July 4th, you're not going to get on Twitter and act like a fucking asshole because it's super fun to do?
Oh no.
I'm like,
Yeah,
right
I'm
now,
gonna do
not,
it.
I'm not
I don't
really
give
a
a shit
July
about
4th guy these days. Maybe. I'll usually have a post.
These days.
Bro,
But-
I fucking love fireworks. I'll go
Yeah, I love
spend like
fireworks too
fucking
these days.
$400 on fireworks. 'Cause I'm
All
a dumb-
right, once everybody got over that a little second, they were like, yeah, I'm going to get on Twitter and I'm going to dunk on the Europeans a little bit. Yeah, because
Yeah.
it rules.
Dunk on the English.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I am
I just
truly
make fun of-
against building random fucking walls between people. I do think that's something people do, like, for sport these days, just to fucking help reassure themselves. They just build artificial walls between themselves and everything else around them. The same thing as defining yourself by your shit, which that's what people do. You're building walls, and the second that wall collapses, you're not going to know what the fuck to do.
Well,
Whole
I
life
mean,
turned
I-
upside down.
Well, I mean, like, everybody builds their personalities around, like, who they are. Like,
No,
I
you
mean,
gotta
like,
build some walls.
everything I'm wearing is
I think it's all about
fucking
taking
shit
walls
usually,
down.
but, like,
Hey.
I mean, right
You gotta
now
know
it's
where to
good shit,
put
but-
your walls.
Fuck those
Like,
walls.
Chris Jericho knew
Man,
exactly.
like,
what was
I'm
going
with I'm with Yakov on this because it's like
I love the
you-
Chris Jericho reference.
Chris Jericho.
Break down the wall!
the fucking like I'm with
Okay.
Yakov with this is because it's like I think when we're younger it's easier to put walls and we have facades and we try to, like, you know, define ourselves with, you know, these stupid labels or where we're from and what we do and whatever. But yet again, like, I feel at a certain time and like in a man's life is that, like, there's the true self, that there shouldn't be walls because you're able to, like, be your true self no matter what.
Also, disagree on that. I think a man should build walls and should
Gotta have
continue to have
boundaries
walls.
somewhere.
But
Like,
no,
Like,
This
you
This
tell
idea
me
of
what you-
boundaries is always crap. It's always defining yourself by the temporal crap around you that's falling apart. Every time.
I've only met one guy that I've liked in the past 10 years, and it's Yak.
Hell yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. And also, probably secondly, Flame now, because, like, look at that fucking Vienna sausage over there. Look at that fucking
Ugh.
beefcake.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
That's right, dude.
yeah.
I think we have to look at everybody we deal with as a mirror of ourselves. Realize that the things you don't like in them are things that you have not liked in yourself. The
Yeah.
things you like in them are things you have liked in yourself. That's the standard for everything. And it's
Is that why
because we're
everybody-
one.
Is that why everybody is so fucking attractive and I hate them?
Yes.
Uh,
No, I'm just kidding. You guys are ugly. Fuck you. Poor bitches.
you know, like, the thing is like recent, like,
Nobody got
we
a
may
coach
have
yet.
like these fucking like our flaws and stuff like that. I know it's hard for some people, but we gotta take responsibility for those, you know, and then make
Wrong.
ourselves better.
Nobody listen to him. Nobody listen to him. Everybody go buy expensive shit, punch him in the face. Fuck him.
Yeah. Fucking chat's saying the only way for Flame to win this debate is a fist fight.
Yeah, well, he
Gathering.
win. There's no way I can't. There's no way I can win that. Look at his arms.
Guys,
Look,
strength. It's disgusting,
look-
really.
He looks
Puddle-
like bro.
Pudding wrestling at the
No.
fucking pudding fight at the
Fago
fucking
fight.
gathering.
There you go.
Flame
There you go.
looks like a Second Life avatar, bro. There's no way.
Because
Like, have you seen Daniel
Oh my
on
God.
Twitter? Like, he just
Holy
looks like a.
shit. That's horrible.
There's no way. He'd fuck me up, dude.
You guys hear that Firefest is coming back? Let's get tickets for Firefest too, dude.
Oh,
Yeah, I love
yeah.
Ja Rule.
Okay, fellow Ja Rule fans, rise the fuck up, dude.
Firefest is gonna be on a cannibal island, and it's gonna be like a cannibal holocaust. And,
Yeah. We're going to
Yeah.
Cool Island, not the Pedo Island. We're going to the Cannibal Island.
cannibal island.
Ja Rule's the
Yeah.
only non-pedo celebrity.
It's like,
I like
we don't
going to the
realize that.
forest in real life.
it's like when we get over there, we have to.
He
work
likes
on
raping
it.
grown women.
Dude, he just likes raping bank accounts. He's done several fucking scams. Like,
Bro.
It's
so
not
this
even Ja
Logan
Rule this
Paul.
time, as far as I can
Ja
tell.
Rule.
well,
It's,
listen,
the,
we
it's the
don't.
organizer who just got out of prison. Now he's having Firefest too, baby.
That's awesome. What a
That's like the
fucking
first thing
legend,
he
bro.
does when he gets out. Oh
It
yeah,
is.
Firefest.
I'm not
marketing.
even joking. That's what he did. He announced it. I'm sure it's not gonna happen, but fuck the gathering. We're going to Firefest, baby. I'm gonna go die on an island with
Firefest
Ja
at North
fucking
Central
Rule.
Well,
Island.
dude, I mean, dude,
That
if
would
the-
Ja fucking rule.
if the lineup is good, I might go.
It was pretty good for the last one.
But
Blink 182 was announced.
I don't know. I'm going to 2 fucking festivals this year. They're both in Orlando. So if anybody's in Orlando, please show up. You can go, we can hang
You
out.
go to
What's it
EDC?
called?
Oh, dude, definitely. EDC and then Forbidden Kingdom is in June. So
I heard
if
about
anybody's
Forbidden
around-
No idea.
Yeah,
what
dude,
that
it's an
is.
all dubstep thing this year. So that's
Oh, it
pretty
sounds
cool.
awful. I'd rather
Yeah,
listen
that
to
sounds
17
terrible.
stages of horrorcore rap than fucking
Yeah.
than dubstep.
I'm not
Yeah,
allowed to go to
Yakov was in
EDC
the
anymore.
coma.
That doesn't
Yakov
mean
was in the
anything.
coma during the dubstep days.
Bro,
so he,
He's
does,
not Skrillexing over
he doesn't know.
Skrillex is not gonna be. Skrillex is not gonna be there, unfortunately. Skrillex
I'm gonna
also
be
not
honest.
even doing
Dubstep
it
did not
anymore.
age well.
No.
Bro.
Did not age well.
It sounds like
I-
shit. It's the worst of the
I-
alien
everything.
fart music, dude. There's a ton of alien fart music out there. That shit is the worst.
My favorite thing was the first fucking EDC Orlando, and I'm on like 3 fucking triple stacks. I'm just fucking like straight like
Dude, he
you
has-
know like
he has to
fucking
tear it
going.
up for us.
And it's the end of the night, and it's Tiesto, and this guy turns around and he's like, may as well be God himself up there, man. It's like holy shit. And then he's like, you want some fix? I was like, hell yeah, brother.
That maybe it's a good
yeah.
time for that mushroom story, Bryden.
All right, hold on. Let me add this boy on this. Damn it, I don't even know how it works. Yeah, okay. So I guess if we're doing the thing. So I'm 35. I'm a young man at the time. When I think I was like 18. We were gonna play Dungeons and Dragons, and we all show up, and this was gonna be all well and good. And then
Hate that fucking game.
it was with I like. Do I say their names?
It don't
I guess I
matter.
can. I guess I
Yeah.
can. They're
It's
never
like,
gonna hear
yeah.
this. So it's Cameron and Rob, and I'm
Know
I'm
those
playing-
guys.
Yeah,
Hate those
I don't
guys.
think you do. But yeah, we're like, fuck, we should get some wine, right? Like, if we're gonna play this game. We go over. Yeah, I know, right?
Fucking
Um,
mean.
Mad
The
Dog
mead,
2020.
yeah.
Mad Dog
Yeah.
2020.
We go over to the Safeway. I shouldn't say where, but we go over to the Safeway, and I'm like again 18, and I think Cameron's like 19, but Rob is 24 or something like that. He's able to go in and he gets us some wine, but outside there's this woman who's just out of her mind, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be giving away mushrooms later." Outside of, I'm just gonna say where it is. It's Olympia, Washington. She's like, I'm gonna be giving mushrooms away outside of the fucking Mania later. We're like, oh sweet. So Rob comes out with all this wine. We're gonna go play Dungeons and Dragons or whatever. And we're like, hey Rob, guess what? New plan. There's mushrooms. So we go back, and then we come back to the Mania, and we all take like a small amount of mushrooms, and we think like, this is bullshit. Like, this is just not that many mushrooms. And like, I had already eaten mine, and Cameron had already eaten his, and then Rob, with a handful of mushrooms, is like, maybe we can make a tea out of them. And he looks over, we've already eaten ours, and he goes, well, fuck, I guess I'll just eat mine. So we go back to his apartment, which is where we would hang out a lot. And we were like, yeah, I don't know. I guess we're not going to play Dungeons and Dragons. So we started drinking a little bit. We're just hanging out. And he's like, damn, I wish he had more mushrooms. And that's when he had the idea that we should all make disguises.
Cool. How all good mushroom trips go.
Oh, yeah.
Well, because he's like, we should make disguises, go back and get more mushrooms. And
Makes sense.
Yeah, I did.
It's like Halloween when you go back with a different costume.
Dude, exactly. It's literally, I never thought about it like that, but it's literally exactly like that.
Yeah, that's the logic.
Holy shit.
Makes perfect sense to me.
So we put a cowboy hat on Cameron. He drew a fucking little fucking fake mustache on me. And I don't even remember what he did because I was hired as shit by then. We were still under the assumption that this was not enough mushrooms. And I want you to remember that everybody in downtown Olympia was still high on mushrooms at that point.
Hell yeah.
She was just giving them out.
Are they like
for free
legal
outside
there?
of me? Yeah, no. Oh God, no. This was fucking 20. This was like 15 years ago.
Hell yeah.
It was not legal at all. So we go down there, and it works on Cameron, and he got more, and he ate them. And it worked on me with my fake mustache, and I ate them. And then it didn't work on Rob. And he goes, no, that was my twin.
He thought that was real quick.
He said that was my twin, Orb. And she
Orb?
laughed, thought it was funny, and
That's
gave her more
terrifying.
mushrooms.
Hell yeah.
Now, what's fucked is we were like, that's still not enough mushrooms. So we went
Damn,
back
how much
to-
were you? How much were y'all getting? Like, what?
It
Eyeball.
was just a handful, but it was way more than we wanted. Like, they were super powerful, and we just didn't know. They were crazy.
Is this your
powerful.
first time?
No. Oh, hell no. We had all done it a ton. They were Cubensis, though. But they were pretty gnarly. We just didn't know. They just took a long time to get to. And yeah, I don't even know if I told the story right. But yeah, the whole goddamn downtown of Olympia, Washington was high as fuck on fucking mushrooms. So we go over there and we're like, this still isn't working. So we decided to snort Ambien.
Therefore, of course.
It's almost like downing Benadryls.
Fuck yeah, bro. This is getting better and better.
It was brutal as shit. I remember going down to snort the Ambien, and then I woke up, and I'm in bed, and Rob and I are talking about Egyptian hieroglyphics, and just looking at, I was like,
That's
I'm
dope.
fucking horny. And then he goes, I smell smoke, and he's fat fucking dumb gay ass jumps out of bed. And then our buddy Cameron has a cowboy hat on. And he's just flailing around like a maniac. And the couch is on fire. So Rob just grabs the wine we had earlier and throws it on there and goes, we have to leave. We have to leave.
Whose
I
couch
black
is
out
this?
It's his couch. It's Rob's couch. So I black out. And I remember him going, I'll give you 2 cigarettes for a lighter.
Cool.
I don't know what that means. I guess we were trying to get there. And then there was people running around downtown Olympia with yarn. Just people running around with yarn between the street lights. They were just making yarn between the light, like on the street. And I remember thinking, that's dangerous, and then I woke up, and everybody remembers something about a boat. if you know about what Olympia, Washington is, there's a port there, and it's like it's just on the thing.
It's a cool place.
Yeah, no, it's not. No, but it used to be. And I don't know if this was part of this story or another story that I'm stealing from or something, but I think everybody remembers a boat. I think we stole a boat.
Where did the boat end up in?
I don't know. We all ended up fine. Like, we all ended up fine, but I know everybody woke
Y'all
up.
drove around there and
morning
came back.
Well, none of us had a license even. Like, I mean, you know, but I swear to God, it was people, like, somebody went downtown in Olympia, Washington, and gave every person mushrooms.
It was just like a government op.
It might have been. I don't know what happened.
Been the best one.
See those boat stories, that's the Conjuration right there. Like everybody astral traveled onto a fucking boat for a minute. There's no boat, but y'all fucking definitely experienced that boat. Y'all agreed you did.
Dude, I did a lot of psychedelic drugs with these people, but I am pretty sure that's the same story.
I have a lot of psychedelic stories where like I am not sure what the fuck happened. As far as I can remember, I floated around in a sea of bliss made of white light for 12 fucking hours. I'm pretty sure I was out and about doing shit. I don't know what.
Well, I mean, what's really happened is like your friends who were like, just take a shower, it'll be fine.
Stuff you in the shower.
Dude, I would have a blast in the shower. Shit, I have a blast.
There's nothing better back in the day when you first start smoking weed. You smoke a bowl and take a shower, and you're like showering in like the jungle in a rainforest and under a waterfall suddenly. Where you're holding a trident in your hands and like, oh man.
I'll never forget the first time I ever smoked marijuana, which I don't smoke anymore because I get too paranoid.
I do.
Oh, that's the best part, dude.
Nah,
that's the funnest
true.
part.
That's genuinely why I don't like Delta 8 because it doesn't have any edge.
Dude, I used to love that feeling when I'm looking out the window seeing if my parents are coming home when I was like 13. I was like, oh shit,
fucking smoking weed downstairs in the downstairs bathroom, like blowing it out the window, and be like, shit, is that my parents? My fucking parents come downstairs.
Like you're running downstairs.
I used to steal my mom's weed to a point to where it was like a game of cat and mouse. And like when me and my buddies were doing beans all the time, they were like, "You want to go pull a heist?" And like so, it got to the point to where my mom bought a safe, right? And when she would take a shower, I would grab her keys and go and steal her weed with her, from her safe. So she started putting her keys into her purse and hiding her purse. So I'd find the purse and I'd fucking steal the weed. So she started taking the fucking purse into the bathroom with her. So while she's showering, I would like sneak into the bathroom, pull the keys out, go fucking pull a heist and put the keys back in until the day she popped out on me naked. And my mom was, she aged very, very poorly.
No.
Oh, shit.
My mom died at 50 and she looked like she was probably in her late 60s at that point. Yeah, so.
Yeah, but were the titties big though?
No. No.
I'm just trying to save it.
My parents would always give me shit for smoking weed in the garage, and one day I found a joint in my dad's dresser. I was like, "Yep, I'm taking that." Never heard a word of it again. Never heard a word of it. Dude.
I used to get my shit like always fucked with, dude. I used to sell back in the day and stuff. I remember.
Oh yeah, I'd fucking steal my kids' weed.
Dude, I remember. Boy, I would have pistol with the shit out of you in front of your parents. Anyways, fucking what, like I remember like my mom back in the day, like I had it was a QP. For anybody that doesn't know, that's like a quarter pound of tree. She takes all that and fucking, I don't know, she flushed it down the toilet.
Holy shit, dude!
I was like, what the fuck, dude?
What is that? It was like $700.
The regs are loud.
No, dude. It was way back then. It was
Yeah.
it was like
Wait, what year?
mid.
Hold on. What year I could probably nail it?
Oh yeah, it's
Um,
probably about
to
1,000,
2008.
At least 700, right?
Yeah,
Ooh.
Right, grand.
QP? Are you serious? That's like
Wait, for a
it's
QP?
like $260.
That
QP and mid was probably
yeah, how much
500,
is it?
600 bucks around there.
$260.
Oh,
No,
mids.
why do you guys think it's so much? It's not.
No,
that
that-
much.
Yeah,
Back in the
Regs-
day,
Regs-
back in high
Regs-
school
the
days,
Regs-
you was paying $250 an ounce, and that was a good
No,
deal.
you're from
No,
up
I was
north.
paying
Dude.
70
You're from
bucks
up
an
north.
ounce.
Over on Game on You, back down here, down south, it was 100 a zip.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
70 when for the regs it was 70 a zip for us. So like,
2008
and
was 250 at least.
No, but like
QPs were
For the
250
ounce.
for sure.
Okay, hold on,
250
hold on,
an ounce here.
hold
But
on.
then regs dried up entirely.
Okay, hold on. Flames. You're how much was it?
a QP that was like $400.
Jesus fuck.
$400 for a high school kid is a lot of money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I get
Yeah.
that, but
It's-
that's fucking nuts. Like,
It's a low price.
It was that zone, right?
that's high.
Yeah, that,
Yeah,
fucking
that zone.
high school
You
prices.
think that's high shit?
For
That's-
2012, whatever. That's, I in different areas. That's.
I don't know, but yeah, but I'm fucking down south.
I was in Washington in 2012.
So like 2000 now,
I would
2012
imagine
it was
yours
kind
could
of
be
changing,
cheaper.
but like 2008, I'm still paying like $20 a gram for like headies. You don't even say
Yeah.
headies anymore. Hey, you don't even have to
Yeah,
say
yeah.
headies. It's just good now.
No, no,
What about Beasters?
Yeah,
Has anyone
Beasters.
heard
I've never heard
Beasters?
that. I've
Beasters
never
were the
heard
shit back in the day. You get a fucking gram of it for fucking $15, and you're
Yeah.
so happy.
You guys
I
remember
haven't heard
Christmas
Bro.
Bud?
I do. I
The
do.
Christmas
I
popcorn
do.
bud, yeah. There used to be varieties. There used to, and the good weed, that $20 a gram shit. I used to have a gimmick when the regs dried up and I was selling weed, and people like didn't want to spend $20 a gram. These were high school kids, you know. So I'd be like, come on over, come to my house, and I'd take a bud out of my stash, stick it against the wall, and just sit it there and roll a blunt and like smoke it with them. And the whole time the bud's just stuck to my wall. And I'm like, so you still want that gram? I'm like, I get the kid high as fuck. I'm like, you still want that gram? I'm like, yeah, I think I do want it. You know, I think this is good. And I take the bud off the wall, weigh it, and it's a fucking gram. Like,
Yeah,
as
but
I
you
eyeball
showed-
it, and I give it to them.
Yeah, but you sold him swag, dude. You
The swag, dude, you almost miss the swag these days. Fucking imagine, because that's the thing. If I'm back in the
Yeah.
day, it'd be $100 an ounce for that swag, and that was an amazing deal.
So,
the problem is, dude. The problem with pot these days is like I don't smoke the pot because like it's all too fucking good.
It's
I
ridiculous. It's all
disagree.
headies. What the fuck happened? Why
I
is
disagree, man. It's not as good as the good shit used to be. It's like it's better than mids, but it's like low grade good shit
wrong.
from
Okay,
fucking
but how
10, 15
the
years
thing
ago.
is, bro? I'm 35. Like I mean, like
I'm
I
a
want-
zoomer. I don't know about any of this.
I don't want any of that fucking like real good shit now. Like I want like the fucking shittiest. If I were to go to a guy,
Oh, you can't
and
even
go, like,
see that.
I want the shittiest pot. Yeah,
Shit,
that's
I
what
want to get
happened.
so fucking high that I'm watching
the
the fucking
shitty.
cartoons, and the plot I'm seeing has nothing to do with what's actually going on in the cartoon whatsoever.
Yeah, but I mean, like I can get that on the shittiest weed. I want the shittiest weed you have.
See,
I
I,
can't swear.
Sir, I
I'll
would
go to
like
the
one bag
dispensary.
of the shittiest weed you have.
To be honest, dude, like I
I've
don't even.
literally
I
told
have
that.
not.
I've
not seen
I'm sorry.
Reggie in years.
No, it doesn't exist anymore. I don't know
I
where you'd have to
think
go
it
to get
does.
it.
It's because the Mexicans the cartels forced like the Mexican farmers to start growing opium.
You know the
instead.
real
They started
sad
growing
thing about
poppy.
this, you'll
it's
you'll
too hard.
scarcely see a seed again in your life unless you actually
Which
specifically
is
buy
kind of
seeds.
scary.
It
Kind of
sucks.
scary.
I hate that.
Dude,
Yo, you can take a seed from the fucking
miss
Reggie
that.
bullshit, grow that shit, it'll be danky dank.
It'd be dank.
Dang!
Because you're not processing it like the Mexicans were. You're not fucking.
You guys got love in it. I went and
With
sang to
sugar
that
water.
plan.
Yeah.
You remember? Did you remember? Like, damn, this is all stems and seeds.
I
That's
do.
Not what happens
Yeah, they take a whole
anymore.
plant and fucking compress it and pour it with sugar water and send it
What do
off
you
in
think when
bricks.
kids
I
now-
once got a QP that was a puck. It looked like it was stuffed in the bottom of the
Yeah,
Arizona tea.
What do kids
Yeah,
think now when they
right.
listen to Afro Man and he's talking about picking out the seeds and stems? He got no fucking perspective on Afro Man, and that's the real tragedy of all of this.
I think what we need to do is corner the
Oh,
market
man.
on Reggie weed.
We gotta get
It's
the
a
old
Great
cartel
idea.
players.
It would
Just
be-
fucking cut the rug out from everybody, dude. Undercut all these bastards.
Fucking
We can go to the Zoomers. We got shitty weed, $5 a gram.
Go hang
Yeah,
outside of the high school, dude. We'll fucking bring the culture
no,
back.
you sell it as vintage weed.
Vintage
And then-
retro weed, dude.
It's the Reggie instead of the Reggie. It's
The Reggie
the
Like
Reggie.
the Nintendo.
Yo, this weed, you can take the little balls you find in it and make new weed out of it, dude. That's the selling
It's like
point.
weed
It's
is
a fucking
actually-
feature, not a bug now.
You have to tell kids about resin. You gotta fucking.
No, kids don't have resin.
I'm
It's
sure
just
they know
fucking-
about resin.
I guess some of them. Some of
Yeah,
them are
because
still
all the
smoking
Delta
flower.
8 shit.
No, now kids fucking they
Delta
deconstruct their vape pens so that they can put their toothpick in there and get
Oh,
it
no,
all
I
out.
like that.
Fucking,
Oh,
fucking Polak talking about taking all his spare gas station goop and combining it.
No, I hate that. No.
I've been doing that. I've been stuffing it in this fucking vape end, this coil, and just burning the shit
Yeah,
out of it.
You're old. You're
Yeah, that shit.
old.
So you took my
The
my
fuck?
advice.
You think I wouldn't drink fucking NyQuil? Are you kidding me? Is this a challenge? How low can I go, brother?
Okay,
When
hold
you
on.
mix
Hold
it,
on.
that's
Now, hold on. Hold on.
I
Wait,
do
wait,
be
wait.
liking some DXM.
Well, I wanna because I've got stories.
Just the right amount of DXM.
Do you want to get into the fucking DXM? Do you
Hell
wanna
yeah,
get into
let's
the
do some
fucking
DXM on
Corbin
stream.
story?
Let's fucking robo right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
let me go to the CVS real quick.
Yeah, we're gonna IRL stream me stealing 2 bottles of
Yeah, I'll
NyQuil
take-
and drinking them in the parking
you
lot,
guys
speeding the
wait.
fuck out of there.
Let me start the stories. I'm gonna need another drink here soon, but let me start the stories. So one time we found out that Zycam is a shit ton of DXM, and I just drank the normal amount of cough syrup, and my buddy ends up like in the other room. This is the same gay Rob, his room, and Cameron was the guy actually. Now I'm thinking about it, with his cousin Ivan, and they're both just like, I swear to God, like this, praying. And I come into the room and I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" And like I could feel psychedelic, just like I wanted to leave. And he goes, "I don't know, man, just praying."
Like, are you talking about the psychedelic come up? Like you were, or like?
No,
what
we
do you
were
mean?
just like doing Zycam.
Hell yeah.
Disassociate.
And
Oh, that's pretty
like
awesome.
he's just like praying in the other room. My second favorite.
That's so awesome, honestly. That's super based.
It was insane. My second favorite deck story is that I just was recently became homeless. So I was like, I should
As it
go
happens.
I should just go steal cough syrup. So I did that because we just did that all the time. So I stole cough syrup, drank like a bottle or two of cough syrup. And I'm walking around, I've got a hoodie on and sunglasses, and I'm, and I walk over to this bar, and this guy's like, "What's going on?" Yeah. I was like, "Hey, I just wanted a cigarette." And he was, "Oh." And they gave me,
All I wanted was Pepsi.
yeah, exactly. But no, he gave me like a few cigarettes and was like, "Oh, I just thought you were gonna rob us." I'm like, "I don't know, I'm just really high." And he was fine. And then I ended up going behind the Pizza Hut. I took a shit behind the dumpster, but then I took a sleep.
Those are the best shits. One time fucking Flame streamed in here while he was high on LSD shitting in a
Oh,
subway.
He was in Subway. Yeah. He was
Oh
in Subway.
yeah,
He was having a
Yeah.
freak out at the subway in the
It's
bathroom.
like he was an
Yeah,
RPG character.
I was fucking
Awesome
like
Adventures.
before that time, like I would take a bunch of tabs, and it would take a while for it to come up. But I guess like I was working out, and my metabolism was like a lot quicker. And I took that. I was like, all right, by the time I get back to the house, I should be okay. I mean, I should be like, because I took it before I went to go get
Wait,
the
you're
subway.
you're on acid?
Yeah, yeah. And
Oh, buddy, we gotta talk about acid.
and,
For sure.
and I drive the subway, It's like real close to my house, like 5 minutes. I drive the subway because usually it takes like 30 minutes or so for it to start kicking in. So I'll be back home. I was thinking.
What do you mean? It takes
I-
30 minutes.
Well, dude, I was overweight. I was overweight.
I
at the
usually
time, so
get
it took
good
a while.
45
It
minutes
took a
to
while.
an hour before it's an issue.
Yeah, yeah.
Two
But
hours.
like,
Okay, first of all, it's 2 hours. But how many did you eat? Because like
no,
half
just
an hour,
it was just
if you
like
got
2
fucked
tabs.
by half an hour, you ate too much, or it was too good.
2 tabs is
like,
often too
no,
much.
I took 2 tabs, and then I go
was
to
too
the
good.
subway.
He was probably
I
too
got-
good.
I go to the subway, right? And like when I get to the lady and she's like, "Oh, what would you like?" And it hits me like that. I'm like, I'm just like, what the-
Motherfucking, no,
Yeah,
motherfucking.
yeah, it was just like that. I was just like, but like I was like, hold on, let me go to the bathroom real quick. So I go to the bathroom.
Oh,
I
let me
just,
go
like,
trip
I-
balls in your bathroom real quick. I'll be out in a minute.
She's like, take
I've-
it, and you're like, why did you go to the bathroom?
I'm literally like I'm like over here like holding on to the sink, like looking up at the mirror. I'm like,
I know that
I
feeling.
was like-
And that's when you know the acid was too good. When you're 10 minutes in and you're like, holy shit, the light is so fucking bright.
I saw that the guys were online. I was like, oh shit, I gotta have a second. I was like sitting down in the bathroom for a while. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's like
It came. It was the fastest and hardest come up. Like
That's
start
just
to
when
the
it's
trip.
too goddamn strong, honestly.
That's when it's
that-
too good. Yeah, I went on vacation with my wife once. I think I don't know if we were married yet or not. It doesn't matter. But it was in Clearwater, and it was like right in the middle of the pandemic, right? But like Florida was open. Everybody knew Florida was open. You know, it was like fucking national news.
Hey,
So-
hey, don't come here.
Yeah, everybody knows that. Nobody should come here or wants to come here, but everybody wanted to come here at the time, right? And so
Oh
there
yeah,
was
you're,
like.
you're around me. Never mind.
Yeah, there were like fucking there was like some guys who looked like they were shooting a rap video, but they were like driving their cars crazy through the streets. Kids were acting nuts, but I take a gel tab, right, while I'm on the beach, and I'm thinking it's gonna be all well and good. And I'm like, man, it's not really kicking in, you know, it's been 30 minutes. I wanted to get something so far. I'm gonna take the other tab. And you know when you compound tabs, like when you take one
When you come.
when one didn't quite kick in, they both kick in at the same time. So I'm sitting on the beach, and this like Peruvian woman, that's the only people who look like this are Peruvian. I'm looking at her, and her face, she's a big old woman. She turns into a fucking Easter Island statue, basically. Like her face, like her jaw's like separating from her mouth, but she's like still intact. You know what I mean? Like,
Reality starts melting away.
yeah, yeah.
Dude, gel
And I'm
tabs.
like-
I would say like that's a 4 normal paper
Oh
tabs.
yeah, bro, it was fucking fantastic. And I go into the water. I'm like, okay, this stabilizes me, right? Like I felt so much better.
Fuck that.
The Gulf is very calm. It's very shallow and very calm. You know, Yeah, I mean, bull sharks are in the fucking rivers. You can't be safe from bull sharks. They're everywhere. But you know, I'm out there and I'm like, yeah, I'm chilling. Everything's cool. The fucking cops are fucking straddling through. I'm like, oh fuck. So eventually
They're
we
coming
end
for
up.
you.
I didn't know who they were coming for. Eventually we end up at this fucking restaurant. I think it's called Krabby's or some shit. And
The Krabby Patty. I can just imagine that, dude. I don't think that happened.
Using SpongeBob.
no, it's called Krabby's. It's right next to Frenchie's. It's like they're competitors.
It's right next to
But,
the chum bucket. I know.
Yeah, they had a crab bisque. My wife ordered the crab bisque, and I'm like, you
It's
know,
like
and
a disco
our
crab.
Love that crab
fucking,
bisque.
Are you
It's
feeling it
delicious.
now, Mr. Krabs?
What is a
Our
Oh,
waiters-
crab bisque.
our
I thought he
waiters
said
like some
disc.
bisque. Yeah, our waiter's some like hippie, and I'm getting this vibe that everybody who works in Clearwater is like in the same family. They all look incestual. You know what I mean? They all kind of look alike. They're all looking real like the same, but not good. You know? I'm like, why do all these fucking Clearwater workers look like this? And the guy's like,
Scientology.
you know, he-
Scientology.
I'm like, babe, I start freaking out when I'm looking at all the people working. I'm like, babe, I know you're uncomfortable. And, you know, I'm over here tripping balls. And I know you're uncomfortable. We should just go back to the hotel. You know, and she's like, but you know, I just ordered my soup. I'm like, no, we can leave. I don't care about that waiter. You know, like let's go. And I'm like,
What is
standing
Oh my
that?
gosh, you're freaking
I'm
out,
like,
dude.
I'm like, we should go. We
I
should
know
go.
that
And
it's
she's
never
like,
a bad. It's never, or I should say, it's never a good idea to run away when you're feeling.
Well, the
that.
problem
What was she
was
tripping?
there was like no, she was sober, but there's like Israeli
God.
tourists right next to me. There's like people all over. I'm thinking about the virus, you know. I'm like, I'm like, I gotta get out of here. You want to get out of here? And she's like, okay, I guess we could leave, but I really wanted my soup. I'm like, oh
You know
fuck,
what's
you know, I just like it all came to me. I was like, I gotta sit down. And when the waiter comes back, you know, he saw me freaking out. And he's like a long hair hippie dude. I'm like, hey man, I'm sorry, but I am fucking tripping balls. I know it looked like I was probably gonna leave. I'm not gonna leave. I think I.
Oh my gosh.
You know what's hilarious is like she just wanted soup, and like this guy was like, I guess I'm just at work, and you're like, oh, tripping balls. I guess.
That's going to work these days, no doubt.
So awesome,
Checks out.
dude.
I know. It's like the reality is all you gotta do is wait 15 minutes for the soup to arrive and be like, "Can I get this to go?" and then pay for it and leave. It doesn't. But like, I know when you're tripping, I know that it's like I just gotta fucking go, and it's like. That's why it's never a good idea to just run away, because you can just deal with it and leave. You can do
Yeah,
it.
dude,
We always had three rules with this, which I think everybody should have. Is you're not in a bubble. You're not the only person in the world, and it's not gonna last.
It's arguable.
Yeah.
Well, but that's the thing. Is that, like when you're taking psychedelics and you're in that headspace, like that, you may not be aware of it, but that's like the ego taking control because
Yeah,
like you're
well-
freaking out for your own safety, right?
Well,
Like,
exactly,
you-
because listen, you're not in a bubble, meaning like there's other people around you that are not tripping balls. You know, this is the against the ego. When you lose the ego, then you've lost the ego. That's a ketamine thing. But like you're not in a bubble, right? So you like act appropriate. Is you know, it's not gonna last forever because that's a big.
I
one
can't do
that
that act
always fucking
appropriate
happens.
thing. I have a
Yeah,
real
fuck
hard time
that.
with that, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. Like
Well, you try your best.
I've taken it so much that I could literally like do almost anything on it. Like I've
Except order
like
Subway.
So get a
Yeah,
fucking
that's-
sandwich made.
no,
That's so, that's
dude,
so
I'd be going
fucking
on.
That's
You know,
so
speaking
fucking
of Subway.
egotistical.
Dude.
Like seriously, like I mean, like psychedelic drugs are
Uh-huh.
what they are, right? And it really that's so egotistical. Be like, I do whatever I want on psychedelic drugs. Yeah, until they own your ass. Like
No, dude, like
you're
I'm
gonna
talking
tell me
about
you've never had a
driving.
ba-
Bro, Flame was
I don't have-
delivering
dude, like,
fucking.
I really never had a bad trip. And the
You know that
reason
Subway
why,
Never had a
sucks
bad
ass
trip?
nowadays.
no, I never had a
I've had
bad
a bad-
trip because
I've
like
had a
there's
bad
no
trip.
such thing as a bad trip.
I've
Yeah, I've
had
never
a-
really had a bad
Because,
trip.
like,
I've had
these
rough
are-
trips. I
Close.
kind of enjoy it, to be honest.
The-
The rough trips, dude.
Dude,
No, I
these are
enjoy
the
them
trips
in the-
that you learn from the most.
These are the
Right.
trips that I love.
you know, honest to God, I don't think I learned anything from them outside of like,
Well-
you know, life can be scary. Like,
That's a
you
good
know,
lesson.
When I say I could do almost anything, it's not like me acting like an asshole.
No, I
in
want
public.
you to
It's
get. I want you to get got.
it's me. It's
Do
me.
DMT.
I have
So
done. I've done it on
DMT on
screen.
screen.
Yeah, I did it on screen.
Did.
Dude,
Oh, yeah,
like,
that's when Flame was, like,
I
predicting the
practice
future.
shamanism.
He said,
So like,
yeah, he said
dude,
that the Skinwalker.
These
the
things are-
Skinwalker was gonna happen.
Fair enough.
I find psychedelics
Yeah.
very overwhelming in a way that I really enjoy, but I seriously feel like I get messages just beamed into my brain from outside of myself. That's not like a hill I'm
That's
going to
me.
die on. But I
No.
literally, to the point where
No,
I
it's
can't
true.
function, people are looking at me thinking I'm like really
that's
fucking
me.
screwed up.
I'm sorry. That's me beaming messages at you.
It's not the aliens.
Yeah.
It's not
It's
aliens
Aliens.
confirmed.
It's the Palladians.
I don't
Yeah,
get
yeah,
me.
yeah.
I get
Well-
seriously intense messages, and they can be
Yeah.
very dark. I never interpret
Palladian-
them as like negative, but sometimes it is very, very
I-
harsh.
I-
Well, that's it.
as
See,
they
here's the
are,
thing.
dude.
Here's the thing, because like I think you're on the same fucking wavelength as me, and Flames is not.
What do you mean?
We're getting messages.
Explain yourself.
Well, I mean, seriously, sir, I just think that you're not there yet. You're not on the same wavelength yet. Now you
You
are.
just met me.
Yes, I know that.
Uh-huh.
But I do respect you and I like you, you know,
Uh-huh.
and your sausage arms. But
Okay.
Sausage arm.
He's gotta get spooned by
This
you.
guy,
He's gotta be the
he's got
little
the-
spoon.
I
for-
do. I need to. I
be
need
able
to
to
be the
trust
little.
Got the chorizo.
I need a little. You just, you know, I need to have this fucking, you know, that big old hug that I. You know he's a good hugger. Look at his arm. You know he's good at hugging, dude. He's
Yeah,
so
try,
good at
bro.
hugging. Seriously,
Wrap them
look at
bad
his arm.
boys around your wrist. baby.
No, but
Feel teeny
even
tiny.
Look at,
go
look at his
go
arm.
go on.
Look at his arms. You know he's good at giving it. He
Yeah.
really would give you the best hug in the
I
entire
didn't think I was
world.
gonna derail this so hard. I'm sorry.
When I'm tripping, I am seeing. Oh my god, I'm seeing images, and like this is the last time, and it's always something wild, but I'm seeing images of women mourning children in my head. And that's what I'm seeing.
Interesting.
But then it's not that it's like, oh, these bad images, I'm having a bad trip. It's not like that. The message that's being beamed into my head is that woman is the earth. We are all children of the earth. Any crime against the earth is a crime against all women. Any crime against a woman is a crime against all children. And stuff
That's a
like
weird
that.
one, because like my whole thing is just about fucking trees being pot. Like all of my stuff is plant based.
Here's the thing, when I
happened to me
see
one time.
What do you mean by that? Like
the
everything you
mother
say?
goddess, the female spirit, when that comes to me, she's made of the jungle, constantly
I-
changing leaves and vines.
I saw
turns into
on
snakes.
acid a jungle brothel. It was just like out in the backyard, all the like fucking birds of paradise, and fucking the foliage. It looked like there was like a big Jabba the Hutt motherfucker in the middle, and then a bunch of like dancing fucking leaf women.
I get
It was very. I came in.
the leaf
yelling at
women are
plant the
big.
whores.
It's always dancing
came in my
women
house
with the
yelling to plant the
jungle
whores.
and snakes slithering around my peripheral.
Oh shit!
That's what you ever been hiring shit? Because like I mean, to me, I think that this is all just what brains think of patterns. But you ever
We're all
you ever been
schizo.
hired? No, yeah, exactly. You ever been hiring shit on the psychedelics, and then you look at a cigarette like that?
Starts
It's like-
waving around.
Well, no, to me it always looks like a castle, and it's got little
Oh,
windows
I've
in it
never
and shit,
never
like
seen a
the ass.
castle. I
I
see
Yeah.
castles in my
Yeah.
mind's eye. They build and then
Yeah,
they
I've seen
deconstruct and
mosques,
then they build and
cathedrals.
deconstruct.
Dude, no, it's crazy. If like, so it's an LSD trick. Like if you, cause like I mean, like there's a ton of tricks you can do.
You can do
Acid tricks.
No, because
It just sounds like sorcery to me, my friend.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
because
all
it's
these
just
things that
the
are
vibe.
inside of us that we see, they are very, very real, but they are from within us.
Well, because you're just high, and like a lot of them are just, you know, it's like when you look at popcorn ceiling or whatever, high on LSD or some bullshit like that. You move, you know, it's like how a can breathes when you're high on mushrooms. Like I mean, it just they just do these things.
But the most important things that I get from these trips are never like looking at the wall. Yeah, it's pretty interesting for about 45 minutes, but I'm going to get over that. The interesting shit is happening up here always.
That's the worst part of it, because what is worst? What is worse than the last 25 minutes of a mushroom come down when you're just in bed going?
Well, that's your problem is you went to bed.
I mean,
No,
the
you
cool thing
just
about
Stay
What-
up
what-
drinking
what-
beer
what-
for another 6 hours, giggling at stupid youths. Put on fucking
Yeah.
King Cobra JFS and watch him fucking screw around for... Dude, the last time I ate acid, King Cobra JFS almost murdered me. Because I was eating a bagel, watching it, and laughing my ass off, and almost choked to death on a bagel. Because it was the funniest thing I'd ever seen in my life.
One of the worst things I've ever seen in my life that didn't bother me. I don't know if you guys have ever done 2C compounds.
Yeah,
But-
2CI was one of my favorites. Party time, brother. Oh,
No,
rave in
I
your
like
brain.
Yeah,
Are you talking about?
yeah, dude.
The STEM aspects
I
to it,
hate it.
Jesus.
Long ass time, dude.
So I did 2C think it was 2CI. It was either 2CI or 2CB, with a fuck ton of bath salts, which is
God damn.
Jesus Christ.
It was
That
not
was the
great.
thing to do back in the day.
It was,
Bath
but it
salts.
was not great.
Well,
Yeah,
bath
hey,
salts
man,
aren't
no,
anything in particular. There's a million things that were called bath salts.
Remember
They're all
the-
blast.
Remember the fucking
it was
Miami zombie?
it's fucking fucking MADAC or something.
Mad
fucking
Cat?
Weird shit. It was not good, but I snorted half a gram of that shit and 2CI. I think it was 2CI. I watched and then I went to some weird bullshit in Wisconsin. I watched the entire light of. There was not fireworks. They were.
Dude, it's one of the most colorful compounds. The CCI, man, that shit was so fucking colorful on a level that not even LSD could touch. Unreal.
I don't like 2CI.
I
It's
loved it.
I'm
I was
done a couple
partying with some
times.
girl one time,
Too
and
big.
I was like, all right, it's really strong. Just get a little on your finger and lick it off. It's all you got to do. She got like a giant clump and just, and I
What?
was like, whoa! That was a shitload.
Yeah. No,
See,
it's,
bad time.
I did a fuck ton of it. It's too real. Like it's insane. I don't like 2CI.
I never like done more than a tab of that. Like
It was really
But
hot in the day when
I had fun.
I did
I had
hear
fun.
about people
I had
dying
fun.
off shit like that. That's why
the
No,
25i
that
N
hard.
bomb was the thing that was killing people. I did a
What-
ton
what
of
was
that
it?
too. 25i N bomb. You'd buy this. You'd buy like a fucking sheet of it. I don't remember what I paid for the sheet. I can do the math real quick, but it came to like 25 cents a hit. Which is why it was so prevalent, people selling it as acid at shows and shit like that, because it's so fucking profitable. But it was the most geometric psychedelic I've ever taken in my life.
It's insane.
One time I
literally
took
watched
2
the
milligrams.
movie. I watched. It's insane.
I took 2 milligrams. The next day, I felt like I was dying. Like,
I did-
like alcohol poisoning level of fucking bad.
I felt
Oh,
like
shit.
shit by the end of the night. So what happened was like insane. You know, like I mean, I watched a whole fucking ordeal, and I remember like I got really sick because I did that and a bunch of bath salts. So I'm like hired fucking a ton.
Yeah,
of
that the
2CI
come
and
down
bath
would be
salts.
just excruciating at that point.
Bro, it was so bad, and I'm like throwing up and all that, and this woman that I came with my 2 other friends who were hired and shit, they're like climbing statues and shit, and she was like, "We need to get back to the hotel," and for a moment, my brain, and this is the most scared I've ever been. I go, "We need to get back to the hotel," and I thought she was gonna say, "What is a hotel?" Like that's what I thought she was gonna
Fair
say.
question.
You know, and then like she like was like, "Yeah, let's get back to the hotel," and then I threw up snowflakes the entire fucking thing out of a car window. I'm just
Yeesh.
throwing up out of a taxi, by the way. Just throwing. They're like paying them money. Just please don't fucking. I'm throwing up snowflakes the whole time, and then we get back, and like I'm the only one that's just fucking high because I just did too many drugs, so many psychedelic drugs, and like they turned on Comedy Central because I was like Comedy Central, comedy, and I don't know if this ever happened or not, but Daniel Tosh was on Tosh.0 or whatever, and he turned into a piece of cardboard and fell backwards on the TV. I don't know if that ever was real or
That's
not.
a pretty funny bit. They should manage that. That's pretty good.
I don't know if he did that or not.
I don't
but
think so.
But like I'm like just the whole time.
Dude, those days were the best. That Wild West era where you could fucking straight up order psychedelics
Oh
with your
my
debit
God,
card off
yep.
the internet. It was the early days of the deep web, so you could go on the fucking deep web, spend a little Bitcoin, and get some crazy shit, or you could just use your debit card, and you'd be combining all of this fucking shit. Dude, first time I smoked DMT, I took 2 hits of fucking, what was it? Like a hit and a half, more. I think it was more than a hit of 25i N-Bomb, and I was like, I'm not high enough, and I pulled out the fucking DMT.
I just
Damn.
Broke through so fucking hard.
for continuity's sake, I want to say I've never done DMT.
Really?
Best
Never
time.
done it.
Good time.
That was my
Really
first
good time.
time.
I think we have a candidate.
How
for
have
the
you been to
gathering.
so many festivals and shit and not run into someone who's trying
Yeah.
to
I
smoke you out on
haven't been to a ton of
DMT?
festivals. I've been to a ton of raves when I was young. And
Still.
that was it.
Nobody's
I-
passing
well-
around DMT out in the fucking the weird parts of the thing.
It wasn't. Well, I mean, back in like the early days and stuff, it wasn't that popular. It was just like MDMA, and that was it.
See,
And that was back in when it was ecstasy pills.
Every time I go to a festival, it seems like someone's got DMT at this point. You got to like kind of lurk around.
I
a
mean,
little bit,
to be
but-
honest, like it's kind of reversed because I'm over here wanting beans at the gathering, and we can't find beans. And then like he's
Yeah.
finding beans everywhere, but he can't find the DMT.
Yeah, I'd it all turned up sooner or later. I can assure you that. But
I don't know. Well, the thing that I was always told about DMT was it'll come to you when it's supposed to come to you, and it's just never coming to me. So when
yeah,
it does come to me, I will do it.
I ordered
I'm
it off the
scared.
deep web. I ordered a gram of it off the deep web for like $50, and that was enough to last me like a year. It was.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a good
to
time.
be honest, like it should be like that sacred because it's like when I first got mine, like I had an opportunity to do it at the festival, but I was like, no, I'm taking this home. Like I'm bringing this shit back home.
If it ever comes my way, I've literally never seen it. If it ever comes my way, I'll know that I'm supposed to. Like it's because I'm not scared of dying, and that's what DMT is. It's the death molecule. So, I'll know that it's time for me to do it. It's fun.
I
Like,
would
hate
actually
hippie-dippy.
recommend already being tripping balls as shit when you smoke the DMT to ensure that you break through. If you don't break through, it's almost a waste
Yeah.
of time.
Really?
Right, but
I
I
feel
mean,
like it
no,
is.
it's 3 hits.
I mean, no,
It's-
you're
not
right,
against
but
there's
like
like
the
a
whole thing you said
15-minute trip.
before is that like you're certain like you'd break through if you like what smoked a little bit of weed before.
No,
Like,
if you're like on acid, if you're
On
if you
acid?
ate mushrooms.
No, I wouldn't do something like that. Like if I ever do LSD again, I'm just gonna enjoy my trip on acid because like acid is an amazing thing, and
yeah, I
like
concur with
I
that.
love it. I haven't done it for a long time, and I won't until I'm ready to do it again. But like, and I'm not a big fan of mushrooms because it's too emotional.
It's
But,
very
like,
emotional for me too. Yep.
I like acid a ton. It's I also won't do MDMA again.
I can't. My heart. I did way too much of it when I was.
I have to watch the
18.
stimulants. I definitely have to watch that shit going forward in my
Okay,
life.
well I will do coke right now.
Yeah, well, if you broke out a bag, if you Venmo'd me some Coke, I'd do it too. I can tell you that much.
That's a
Somebody
whole-
email me a bag of Coke and I'll do
I
it on
mean,
stream
that's-
right now.
That's a different thing. So, all right, listen, everybody, stop talking about. I'm too old. Yeah, all right. I whip out a bag of Coke. We're
That's
all doing
yeah, but
My
you
heart
never said it was a
hurts,
Who-
good
who do you think is
idea.
buying all of
You
it?
know what's the
Because young
funny
people
thing?
Don't have that kind of money.
Yo, Coke is actually, from what I feel, it's easier on my fucking cardiovascular system than caffeine is.
Yes.
Dude, Coke is like a fucking. Well, the come down is bad.
Ah,
But,
dude,
yeah.
it's not because I spent so much time fucking buying ethylphenidate from the Chinese with my debit card back in the day. Now that come down was bad. No, I would smash open nasal decongestant sprays, smash it
Oh,
open,
that's-
and you eat the cotton ball, and you
Is that
speed
the
for
shit that
2
Lawrence
fucking
fucking-
days. Worst come down in history.
said
No,
it
Coke is
was
nothing.
right.
It is nothing. It's,
Flavor was
have a beer. It's easy.
Didn't he say the cotton balls tasted worse than kratom?
The worst thing I've ever
It's
had to
not
consume.
hard to
No,
believe.
we'll go through the list of things.
You were in
The,
a-
the worst things I've ever
You wearing a
consumed.
man romper?
What?
Was he wearing a romper like?
I don't
men?
fucking know. I didn't
Dude,
know this.
I
Yo,
thought
list
those-
of
I
the
thought
most
those is,
most
his bedtime clothes.
disgusting things I've ever consumed to get high. Number 1 on the list is the nasal decongestant sprays. I would take the little cotton ball out and soak it in lemon juice so that it absorbed all of the active ingredient, and I'd fucking drink that shit. And it was chemical. I'm getting sick just thinking about it. Like lavender chemical flavored lemon. I'm getting sick just thinking about it.
Oh,
I'm about to puke just thinking about it.
oh no.
Awful. Awful.
Kratom's not good. I can tell you right now. Kratom
Okay.
is.
My most disgusting
Literally
attempt
getting sick.
trip was I got a free bag of like shroom shake. I went to go get some weed, and my guy, I known him since high school, like since like fucking 9th grade or whatever. He was always all spazzy and shit, and he's like, "Yeah, do you want some shrooms, man?" I was like, "I don't really, I don't have money like that." He's like, "No, I'll give you some shrooms right now, man. Look, I'll go to my freezer and I'll get you some shrooms." And he pulls out like a 1/4 ounce of fucking shake. And he's like, this is the bottom of the bag. I just sold like a QP of this. I'm like, okay. And his woman's like, oh, baby, that's your favorite. And he's like, yeah, the shit's great. You soak it in some lemon juice and you take that as a shot, man. It's going to get you going. I'm like, all
I
right,
heard
man.
that. I've always just eaten them. I've
I
heard about
didn't
that.
have lemon juice. I had 0 lemon juice. What I did have, I was like, okay, so this means that the acid breaks it down. Vinegar. I had white
fuck
vinegar.
no.
Love vinegar.
I took this shake and I fucking put it into a little glass with just enough vinegar to turn it almost just past a paste, right? And then and some water. I watered it down too, but I let that soak for a little while before I watered it down. And I put some fucking. I didn't have sugar at the time because I was a super broke boy. I had these like fucking vanilla stevia drops. So I was squeezing that shit in there.
Jesus
Fucking
Christ.
grape Kool-Aid mix into it, trying to fucking offset something.
Did you
It
trip
sounds
balls?
like just making it nasty as
It
possible.
tasted like bile.
Yeah.
Like it
Bile.
genuinely tasted like bile, but I saw the fan goddess. I saw a bitch come out of my fan, my ceiling fan.
It's dope.
Oh, do you saw the
Yo.
blonde woman?
Number
No,
two.
she was more jungly, like.
Number 2 on the
Oh,
disgusting things
Black
I've
Rock.
consumed to get high is poppy seed tea.
Ooh,
When I was-
Is that really
when I-
bad?
When I was
Bad?
coming off of dope. Now, I'll tell you why. It's not that bad. If you only had to drink a gulp of it, it's not that bad. I was coming off of fucking oxycodone, hardcore. And I was like, I was so bad. I was trying to get like morphine since I couldn't get my OxyConnect. I wouldn't go get heroin. I wouldn't do that. I'm getting morphine and the shit's doing nothing. I find out the one thing that will actually work. I go to the farmer's market and I get the unwashed poppy seeds. I'll get like a pound of them. And I throw them into a 2-liter bottle of like Coca-Cola with just like a third of Coca-Cola in there. And I put a bunch of lemon juice in there. You fill it up with hot water and you shake the shit out of it. And it gets all of the morphine and the codeine off of the unwashed seeds. And then you strain out the poppy seeds and you drink the liquid and you're left with like a liter of fucking opioid juice to drink. It tastes
Did
fucking
it like
horrendous.
really easy fucking like overdose you? Like, 'cause
Yes,
it's
yes, it
really
is.
strong.
Now, the thing is, you had to drink like or you didn't have to, but that I was because I was withdrawing. I drank that whole fucking liter of the most
Oh,
disgusting shit. And most of the time it was good, but the thing is, you can't measure out your dose doing this.
yeah.
So I had a fucking tolerance of like 200 milligrams of oxycodone a day at that point. One time I took it, I got so fucking high, I was definitely ODing. I'm shaking, I'm vomiting. And now this is with a 200 milligram oxycodone habit a day. So God knows, if I had no tolerance, I would have been dead fucking meat. Now, that got number 2. Number 3 on the list actually tastes worse. The shitty little kratom shots you get at the gas station.
Oh, the TMS ones.
Now, if you drink 1 or 2 with, depending, if you drink like 2 of those, you're like as high as you are off of the fucking the poppy seed tea. But it's only so little. It's the second worst tasting thing, but you have to drink so little of it that it doesn't count for as much as drinking the whole liter of poppy seed tea. Those are probably the 3 worst things I've ever consumed to get high.
I had this one time. I got this. Ordered it off back when like the credit card companies wouldn't let you order kratom on the internet. Like you had to like pay with Zelle or something sketchy like that to get kratom over the internet. I bought some like tincture, and it was like fucking kratom extract time, like 125 strength times. And I like fucking put a bunch of that under my tongue or whatever, and that was the nastiest fucking shit. Like it tasted like pure essence of kratom, basically. Like it tasted like sadness.
I'll say kratom addicts are the weakest race. And the reason for that is there's an easy, surefire way to quit kratom. You take so goddamn much that you just become completely fucking ill, and every time you think about the smell, you barf. And you simply quit. That's how you do it.
Mine
There's
was
no
like
other
when
way.
I had to travel like to Europe, and I had to just withdraw from it, and I had like the projectile violent shits on the airplane, and I was like, nope, I'm not getting back on this again.
So, Earl Pipe in the chat, we've been ignoring chat here, I feel kind of bad. Earl Pipe asks, what's the dangerous one that gives people nightmare apocalypse trips? It could be a few
Benadryl.
things. Huh?
Benadryl.
Well,
Then you see
yeah,
Batman.
Benadryl is definitely one of them. That's the spiders. I'm
Batman.
seeing spiders, Jerry. I ate a whole pack of Benadryl, Jerry. I'm seeing spiders. But also
Right.
salvia. Salvia tends to be nightmare mode too.
Wasn't that
PCP.
legal
Salvia
psychedelic?
is
that was
PCP is a
gas
great
station?
time. Don't talk shit on PCP.
My mom didn't have a good time.
I mean, PCP, like, all the times I've done it were, like, really fun and really chill. But I can also see why people rob stores and get in gunfights
Become
with
Superman.
it. I can see why they do that.
Get
I-
wet, bro.
you can't be
I'm a
too hard on
fucking,
them.
I'm a disassociative guy. I love my
Never
disassociatives. Like
done
ketamine
one.
is my favorite. But PCP's fine. Let's do some PCP. That's fine by me. I like disassociatives. I like the basically K-hole. Thing about the K-hole gets a bad rap, but essentially it's like lucid dreaming while you're awake. You can call it like astral travel, but that's sure how it manifests. It's a good time.
That's pretty dope.
Like, yeah, I'm laying over here, like, totally incapacitated, drooling. But, like, really, I'm flying around the world, dude. I'm going through the Amazon, dude. I'm in the pyramids in Egypt, dude. I'm doing all the things. And it's the same thing with psychedelics in a lot of ways. It's like, yeah, I look like I'm going into a schizophrenic fit and having a bad trip. But no, I'm just like, the gods are beaming messages into my brain. I'm busy.
Wasn't Salvia like sold at all the like fucking gas stations in like 2006?
Salvia was the first,
Hell
like,
yeah,
legal
brother.
drug that actually worked.
I never got to do it. I was like fucking 16 and a half when the shit
Yeah, I was like-
became illegal.
Imagine
it kinda
being in a
pissed-
state where it became illegal.
Is it still
Yeah,
legal
bro.
where you live?
I thought it was federally
all-
illegal.
I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that. I guess it hasn't been relevant since there's better drugs that you can just get at the gas station now.
Oh shit!
I
But
would love to try it,
You might
but
as well grow your
it's
own
not
shrooms.
fun. Now, when I did it, there was two experiences. There was the experience like chiefing the fucking plant matter, when like I had a
Yeah.
pretty good trip, but it was a very short-lived one, and that's probably why. I was sitting in the car and chiefing the fuck out of it, and my whole dashboard opens up into like a golden pathway with like flowers all around it and stuff, and I'm having a good time. And I'm seeing all sorts of crazy shit in front of me. I don't even remember what it was, but I'm reaching out trying to touch it. And when I come to, I'm just like I'm touching my buddy's like radio on his fucking on his console. Just touching the fucking thing.
diddling knobs.
Yeah, I don't know what I was fucking going for. Now, when he soaked it, he had a very different experience. He smokes it, he's clearly fucking tripping out, and he's like in his seat, like pulling back. He's pulling back in his fucking chair, like he's afraid of something in front of him. And
Spiders, Jay.
and I'm like 16, so I'm doing the least productive thing possible. What are you seeing, man? What are you seeing? What is it, bro? What are you seeing? Is it working, bro? Are you high yet, bro? What are you seeing? And I'm sure that's not fucking helping him. When he comes back, I'm like, what the fuck was that, dude? And he's like, there were like people all around the car, and they were saying they were trying to help me. Creepy
That's
as fuck.
terrifying.
It's creepy. Now,
Dude,
when I did the extract, I was way fucking higher for longer. Essentially, and I think this is because I just immediately tried to fight it, but I don't see any way to not fight it, in all honesty, because being that high on the concentrate, basically it's like getting hit in the head with a coconut. I don't know who I am. I don't know how to talk. I don't know who these people are around me. I don't know where I am. I don't know that I did drugs. No idea what's going on.
like
So I don't even
instant
know any way I
amnesia.
could not fight that, in all honesty.
like instant amnesia of what just happened.
Just no idea.
starts
Total blank slate,
screaming.
looking around like, what? I don't
Oh
know.
damn!
I didn't freak
yeah.
out and do anything. I was just sitting there, but I didn't know what to do, and it was not fun. And the thing is, like, if you know you took drugs, you can kind of roll with that. That whole concept left my brain. Not a thing. Yeah, not a good time at all. Salvia is a weird one, because nobody really knows where it falls as far as, like, psychedelic or dissociative.
Is it like,
period.
where does it fucking come from?
It has to. I think
Mexico.
it has to be a hybrid, but like the thing is like it's in a lot of cases it is visual, and then other cases there's no visual, but like you feel things happening to you. Like I felt like I was being transformed into a clam one time. So like it's weird shit like that. It's like
Some of my friends used to say when we were smoking like weak stuff, we didn't even like trip, but you'd feel it. they'd say it's like going into Super Mario World. I can kind of see that. I can't really like explain it or anything, but I can kind of see why you would feel that way. Everything just becomes fake, kind of. It doesn't have like the psychedelic thing where it's like with mushrooms and acid, everything becomes hyper real. Salvia, it's like everything. That's the disassociative aspect of it, I guess.
I could see why you'd say that because I remember back when I was taking it, I had like I was smoking out of it was like a cookie jar thing with like googly eyes on it. And after I pulled the GB of the salvia, it like I was looking at it, I started hearing in my head like a children's like jingle or something like that, and I thought it was like talking to me. It was like trying to talk like this. My GB was trying to talk to me.
Classic jingle of children.
Yeah, I was at the fucking head shop recently. They just sell fucking glass grabs now.
Yeah,
That's
they've been
pretty
doing that
cool,
for a
yeah.
while.
I had no idea. I walked in. I was like, "Sir, Pajit, what is this contraption?" He had to tell me. Oh, that's the fucking Chief Keef grab, dude.
what's
Oh my
up.
god, it's weird to
It's
me.
crazy. It's crazy
I
going
think
into
one
a
of
head
those,
shop
that's cool.
as like this in this day and age, because I grew up where like you weren't allowed to say anything.
Yeah, if it rhymes with song or soul, don't say it.
Yeah, you have to be very careful about your wording with everything. So when I go in, I don't know what they think, because I'm like, wait, what am I allowed to say? Now it's like I'm just going for coils for my
Yeah.
fucking seahorse.
What the fuck you got that's gonna get me as high as fucking possible, dog? You just say that.
That's how I got the Delta 8. Basically, is like I don't know what to say, but I've heard a lot about this Delta 8, and I want some concentrate. I must have sounded like a fucking fed or something.
They're just like, yeah, you want some drugs? You don't.
No, they were like, yeah, we got some dabs. They're like, we got dabs here, we got flour here. If you want to do flour Delta, I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, what can I say? Like, what am I allowed to say?
They're like,
It's a whole new
anything.
world.
You can say literally anything. You're talking to some Indians now, dog. It's easy. Easy
No, my
mode.
people are trannies. There's like there's a tranny, a fag, an Arab. There's one Arab.
Listen, you're on. This is no longer the podcast that I wanted it to be immediately.
God damn.
I was gonna say I gotta run. I'm gonna go doing some DJ and stuff.
That's
so,
fine.
This has been a very fun podcast though. So.
It's a good time.
Do I get to do? Let me give some plugs.
Yeah,
Anyway,
show
Here
your
to Help
shit.
podcast. Here to Help podcast. You can find it on YouTube. Bryden Proctor. But yeah, it's patreon.com/Here to Help podcast. And black people.
That's true. I would never deny it.
Yeah, dude.
Very
See you guys.
Later, bro. Thanks.
Peace.
Just us boys now.
Fucking DJing at this time of night.
This is the time, dude. This is when they're
What are you
rolling.
doing? This
You
is when
stop
like, you
that
get the
shit?
vaporwave crowd.
He's a live stream is DJing.
Oh, that's probably what's happening.
DJ Hero.
Alright, are we good to wrap it up then? I don't know.
I mean,
We're out of content. We did a bunch of drug talk.
yeah, we did a bunch of. We could talk about the fucking.
What's
other
Gucci with this
government-
alien here? Like,
Yeah.
I didn't get to see that. What happened there?
It's a fucking, it's a TR3B, TR-3B. There's a government patent on it.
It looks like the craft
that
looks like.
thing.
one of
It
those
uses
things
liquid
you start
mercury to
racing.
generate a force field around it that negates gravity. No
Does
traditional
it
propulsion.
negate bullets?
And we're gonna have to find out. Only time will tell. It's got a cloaking device. I don't know what that means, if anything.
I'd shoot that fucking thing down if it came over my airspace
understandable.
or public airspace, and I had availability to shoot it down.
Look, I don't know
What
if it's
happens
aliens
if
or not.
it-
All I know is that I'm shooting them.
Yeah, if
What
I'm
happens
able to
if
shoot it,
land
I'm
like-
shooting it.
Like a big titty Palladian GF comes out of it.
Alright.
You shoot her. You fuck her. You gotta stop trying to fuck foreign women. You just stop it, Polak. The Palladians are not your friends. You should shoot them. Fucking kill them. I'm not here to help you.
Alright, with that, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you, Earl Pipe. Thank you, Whoop Conda, been in the chat, dude. We talking about drugs. Oh, man. Whoop Conda, I want to have you on here again. You're one of my favorite people. I swear to God. I hope you're out there listening to this still. when I'm around you, I feel your fucking energy and your aura, and it's so fucking positive and cool. It's just ridiculous. Like more so than almost anyone I've ever met. And while on paper it might not seem like we agree on everything, like you are one of the most spiritual men I've ever known, I think. And I want to discover more of that. Whoop whoop, brother.
Whoop, whoop.
With that, thank you everybody for joining us on this evening. We'll be back again soon with more bullshit to talk about. It's been Gathered Scattered live, baby.